just kidding. All right, so we're recording now. Hi, quarantine people. Here is this starts on page 6 of the clue packet, and this is the review for the clue quiz. That's going to be on Monday for odd periods and Tuesday for even periods. If you're filling this out at home, just pause this screen and fill in these answers right here for all the different endings. I also have an explanation of what I have an explanation for what each of these cases means right here to the right. Now I'm going to scroll down. Here are the 8 sit-space prepositions. If you want to write these down, pause this video right here. Here's what they mean, and here's the Latin and their English definitions. These are the 8 sit-space prepositions, and the thing that makes sit-space prepositions special is that they are followed by nouns that are in the ablative case. All the other prepositions, all the other several hundred of them that are not one of these 8 are going to be followed by an accusative noun. So, now we'll get to the part that's going to take a while. The transmolation. So you can go down a little bit more, Lila. Alright, so this first one, what you're doing is you're transmolating the sentence from Latin into English, and then down here at the bottom, you're just telling me what case each of these belongs to, whether they're nominative, accusative, or ablative. So, you guys who are here with us, help me out. We got Domina Rubra, Magistrum Prunum, in studio cum cultura videt. Where do we start? Who's doing the action? Yeah, Domina Rubra, which is Mrs. Scarlet. Can you guys see that okay up there? If you want, Lila, you can hit Control and then the plus button a couple times, and that'll zoom in. Or should, theoretically. Yeah. Okay. So you can adjust that however seems easiest to you. It's okay. To zoom out is Control minus. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, it's funny seeing my little cursor dance around the screen. Okay, so Miss Scarlet, she sees. What does she see? Professor Plum in studio. Where is he at? In the study. Cum cultura. With a what? With a knife. Very good. All right. So Domina Rubra there. She's the one doing the action. So what case is she? Nominative. Very good. Yes. That out of the way. Magistrum Prunum. Accusative. Very good. And because of the UM ending. And what about culturo? Ablative. Very good. Because it comes after cum, it ends with an O. All right. So technically number 1 here. Or I guess technically number 2, but it says number 1. We have Matronam albam legatus flavus in triclinio necavit. Who's doing the action? Is it Mrs. White? It's Colonel Mustard. Yeah, why is it Colonel Mustard doing the action and not Mrs. White? How do we know? He's nominative. He has the US ending, so that means he's the one doing the action. And that's why, remember, Latin word order Latin doesn't matter, or Latin word order doesn't matter. It's all about the endings. And the fact that Colonel legatus flavus ends with the US tells us he's the one doing the action. So in English, we'll put his name first. What did he do? He done killed who? Mrs. White in the dining room. How can we tell that it's Mrs. White being killed? How do we know she's receiving the action? She's accusative. We can tell she's accusative because her name ends with a what? A.M. Yeah, in this case. All right, so Matrona Alba is, as we just said, accusative. What about triclinio? That is ablative. Yeah, it ends with an O, and it comes after a sit-space preposition. All right, number 2. Domina preparata e magno spatio cum novo telo videt. So as we said earlier, that E letter means the same thing as X, so it means out of. But who's doing the action in this sentence? Miss Peacock. Her name is nominative. Yeah, we got verb currit. Runs what? Out of the ballin'? So she runs e magno spatio out of the ballroom with a gun. Yeah, with a revolver. That's pretty sus. Magno spatio. What case is that? Nominative, ablative, or accusative? That's ablative. Ends with an O. Comes after N. Or E, rather. What about domina preparata? Nominative. Ends with an A. Nominative ending. Very good. All right, number 4. Legatus flavus dominum herbitum In horto cum candela videt. What do y'all think? Who's doing the action? Colonel Mustard. Legatus Flavus ends with a US, so we know he's doing the action. What is the action? Mr. Green. Very good. And we know he's receiving the action because he ends with a UM. Where does he see him? In the garden with a candlestick. All right, cool. Now, I guess I was just too lazy to put the long mark over the A, but it does come after cum, which is a sid-space preposition. So what case can we tell candela is? Ablative, yeah. My apologies for not including the long mark. What about dominum herbitum? Ending with a UM, that makes an accusative. All right, cool. So we went from number 1 to number 2 to number 4 to number 3. Technically, number 3 here is number 5. Whatever. Once again, wow. Great. All right, so once again, sorry about that. Now, I don't think in here that... Did you guys have enough time to even make it this far? You did? Okay, some of y'all did, some of y'all didn't. Since we're recording the video, I'm just going to go through the rest of these. So you'll try and figure them out with me. All right, so we got Matrona alba, hortum intrat, et dominam rubram videt. So, who's doing the action here? Mrs. White. She's doing a couple actions. What's the first action she does? Enters the garden. Very good. Et. And she sees Miss Scarlet. Yeah, very good. And we know that Miss Scarlet is the one being seen, right? Because she is accusative. Because she ends with an AM. Matrona alba. What case is that? Nominative. What about hortum? Accusative. What about dominum rubram? Also accusative. Very nice. Cool. All right. Number 6. Matrona alba et domina purpurata legatum flavum in bibliotheca cum filo vident. It's a mouthful. A lot going on here. Mrs. White is doing the action. Who else is doing the action? And Miss Peacock are doing the action. What is the action? C. Colonel Mustard. In the library. With a what? With a rope. Very good. What case is bibliotheca going to be? Ablative. Very good, because it comes after in. Once again, my apologies for not including the long mark. What about Matrona alba? She is nominative. Very good. And then legatum flavum? Accusative. Good job. All right. So now we go from Latin to English to Latin, which is arguably harder. But I think you guys can do it. We got Mrs. White killed Colonel Mustard in the library. Let's see. Who's our nominative? Matrona alba. She's the one doing the action. And let's try and do this in Latin word order. Word order doesn't matter. Whatever order you wrote this in is correct. But I'm going to do it in Latin. So, yeah, the person receiving the action will come next. That's legatum. Okay. Where did... In bibliotheca. And I'm going to put the star next to it just to show it's ablative. And then killed Nikawit. Okay, so. I know. I'm lazy. I try and program a button, like a macro, to just do it for me, but every time I turn off the computer, it resets. Seems dumb. Okay. It's my, yes. Well, I need just 1 gig stick just dedicated to remembering the long A. Colonel Mustard killed Miss Scarlet with a candlestick in the dining room. So, Legatus Flavus. Dominam rubram. We can go with intraclinium. Yeah, once you get to the prepositional phrases, it really does not matter where they go. They can go anywhere. Okay, so we're going to intraclinio. What's with the candles? Cum candela. Yep. And like I said, here's my lazy long mark with the A. Nikawit. Very good. And that is the review. So when is the quiz over this? Tuesday for you guys for first and third. It is going to be, for first and third, it'll be Monday. So, good luck online, people. Message me if you have questions. Wale.